Good morning to the St. Paul community, and thank you, Stephen, for extending my term here at St. Paul's. Thank you very much. About 3 items that are extremely important, and I do need your undivided attention. To begin with, I really want to echo Mr. Finnemore's comments and make some of my own about last night's performance, said the spider to the spy. I really want to do a large shout out to the crew and the cast of this production, all of the student servers last night. Don't walk, run to get tickets to see this in its last showing here tonight. I had an absolute riot. I enjoyed so much of the theme of this play, of mistaken identity. It is a fabulous production, and to me, it just echoes the reason why, when parents and others ask me why St. Paul is a good school to be a principal at, I simply tell them, when I see teamwork like this that's been spent over at least 6 weeks, 8 weeks or more, to come up with a production like we saw last night, I can only come on this morning and say, get out there and get in to see this tonight with your parents or guardians. Please make sure you honor the fabulous performance and commitment of your fellow students. On to item number 2. Item number 2 is an announcement about our next year's cafeteria suppliers. In a process that began approximately in the new year, all schools are invited to look at a 3-year tendering process in which all providers who are interested in being the food providers in each of the secondary schools in Dufferin Peel are asked to put forward their own proposals, very much like a business case for those studying business or accounting, and say what you can do for the schools that you want to be the food provider at. Well, we have made a decision to leave our current providers and move on to another set of providers named Pina Foods. Pina Foods will be meeting in June with our new student council, a number of our teachers and parent council members, to determine what exactly it is that students would like to see in our cafeteria for next year, and focus test a number of their dishes past our student council so they have a very good idea of what works and what doesn't. Now, the important thing in all of this is that there's very new provincial legislation called the Food and Beverage Act, which is going to impact every secondary school cafeteria in this province. And there is something referred to as an 80-20 rule that has to do with trans fats foods and what these providers can actually serve our students. So it is going to be a year of massive change in all cafeterias. The attempt is being started by the provincial government to make sure that what we put in our mouth is healthy, and what we, at the end of the day, leave the school with, we leave a smaller carbon footprint. As you know, we are continuing to work on the project of our composter with our high skills major student, but all of this just harbingers next year's changes in our dietary processes here. Okay, item number 3, shorts. We are in a climate-controlled school. When we have really, really hot weather earlier on than we expect, one of the advantages of being in a climate-controlled school is we have an optimal learning environment. However, I've noticed some of our students taking advantage of some of the shorts which are not a part of our official uniform. So you're going to be asked to do something about that rather strictly and in no uncertain terms. So out of the shorts, into the regular school uniform, and make sure that that happens, because we have some consequences for those that don't have that. All in all, it looks like a fabulous 2 days. We are about to go in after this weekend to the 2 most important weeks in the school year for our academic side. So I do want all students to make sure that we're preparing for our cumulative tasks, that we're getting ready for exams, and that we know what's expected of us. That's it for today, And the song of the day is Take Control by Il Scarlet. Have a great day at St. Paul.
Come on, y'all. Check this out.